cup. It just hits
Greetings
you
and
all at once.
salutations.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Howdy.
Welcome, everybody, to the next episode of the Dark Sermon Requiem. Right now, we're having some overlay problems, and Nara's trying to fix it for me. In the meantime, we're going to still have to rock with the old colors for now. But everything else should be working. Also, if you hear a wind tunnel when I speak, it's because I have my fan on me. I've done the adjustments that I can to my mic to make sure you don't hear it all the time, but it is still going to be there because it's 90 degrees in my apartment and I don't want to fucking die, so I have to deal with that.
And if we hear a freight train, it's a tornado in your house.
Oh, you know.
Anyway, welcome, everybody. Who wants to give me the recap of last time?
That will be me.
Alrighty, go right ahead.
Last time on the Dark Sermon, Ginny discovered some revolting afflictions besetting Dark Lake, and learned from Inquisitor Carlos Cast that of her brothers, of Telry's high heresy against the Church from his letter, and of Hill's blessing of Negatia, only parts of which she deigned to convey to the rest of the party. Speaking of, Farryn and Mythos oversaw the motions of the court while Gideon gathered evidence of Brass Baron infiltrators, and Micha'el decided to spread salacious rumors and feed some crows. Give me a moment to adjust audio. Meanwhile, Thorne tended to dockworker Edith, gaining a couple of clues to the struggles of Dark Lake. At the end of the second day, the Inquisitors convened what little they had learned and gathered to speak to each other in private or more private conversations amidst some coffin nail smoke. The cliffhanger of last session arose at the dawn of the third day, where Ginny relented and finally agreed to read Telry's letter to Thorne. The words of Thorne's wayward childhood friend, twisted by the cruel, hackling tendrils of a Locken High, pulled her into fleeting visions of Telry along his journey. And while Mythos is oblivious to it all, awaiting a courier outside, Micha'el's dead to the world in his slumber, Thorne collapses to the floor, while Ginny, Gideon, and Farryn panic as she is bleeding out hazardous exposure. And so, the journey continues.
Alright, inspiration for you. So,
Yay!
oh boy,
Ah!
we have some shit to go over. First things first, in the last of the visions, Thorne faces off against Telry in a place that is wreathed with heresy. The druidic symbols etched along the stones all around them, and the unsavory smell of mana unpurified in the air. The person that stands before you looks like the Telry that you know, save that they are bound in dark armor and forbidden sigils. Eyes can be seen etched onto the edges and fringes of their armaments. As Telry stands before you, his weapon brandished, the intensity of his gaze marred by the shadowy contours of a tentacled mask that seems to almost attach itself to his head with suckers and shadows themselves, perhaps. As Thorne gazes on Telry, within this state, her mind, there is a whisper. Whisper that speaks not in words, but in meaning and truth. God of the Black Pantheon, O Locken High, the Lord of the Dark Truth, is heavy in the air. Within Telry it is like a bonfire burning with a shadowy light, and within Thorne but an ember, the last fleeting remnant one that has attached to her all the same. Her magic and eyes were taken from Alokan High, but deep within her planted a truth. The visage of Telri walks towards her, as her seer's sight sees in the concepts of three. One, of whom Telri is, at least to her, and the other two, of what he may yet become. Within each one of them, the twisting miasmas of fate, prediction, and madness encompass the area. Weapons clash, lines are drawn, and it begins. Okay, so things are going to be done a little differently. This isn't real combat, so your statistics don't really matter. What we're going to be doing is doing a clash of wills, which is something that's done pretty rarely. But just a second, open up some things here, make sure that we're good. We make sure everybody can be heard. They can. One another. That.
Mhm.
Okay. And in this regard, as the two of you face off and initiative is rolled, time for knowledge is now. Okay, I got some shit for you here.
Yes, and if you can guide me through on how this is different and...
I will. Yeah, when it's
Thank
your
you.
turn. Don't worry about it.
It's coming.
Let me do my job. It'll be fine. Alright. Let's go with this. This song is so sick. Alright, here we go. Telri begins to approach Thorne. Around him, the shadows of ignorance are parted as a dark truth emanates. Telri moves to meet Thorne in the center of this strange circle of twisting stones and druidic writing. He'll raise his spear and bring it down upon her. As he does so, a single question. Who do you serve, Thorne? Who?
The church. As...
Okay, I need you to make me a d20 roll plus your level, plus your, let's see here. We'll do level plus 4. So, it should be 10 total.
Yo, that's totals 29.
Okay. Thorne's faith in whom she serves, the church, rings out true as Telri's blade is overturned. And as it moves to Thorne's turn, Telri will ask, the church, what of Mytheria? Go ahead. On your turn, you can do this. You can either make a statement, ask a question, treat it as if it is social. For your clash is that of wills, not of blade or sword.
And one more time, it was the question, what of Mytheria?
So, he asked you, who do you serve? You said the church, and then Telri's question is, but what of Mytheria? Because you didn't say that, you said the church.
Indeed. Mytheria is dead, but the church is guided in her light, and it's through the church that we will find a brighter future. Tellery, you may have betrayed the church, your friends, your family, but I'm not giving up on you. We are connected. We are connected, Tellery. And I'm here. I'm going to bring you back to the light.
Okay, D20 plus 10. Tellery will respond. So little you know. Mytheria yet lives. Do you not see? Coddled by false light and falser texts. Those that would call you their betters filled your mind with lies. Mytheria lives. Your light isn't real. Your response.
What good is the truth if it's just going to make you suffer? What if lies lead to something better?
What?
Yeah.
Tellery will respond. You would rather live happy and ignorant? Go ahead.
Yes, happy with you, your family, with our brothers and sisters in the light. And want to try and grab him and get that mask off of him.
Well, first, you're gonna roll.
Yes.
Tellery will respond, holding up his shield and knocking you away. And then he will simply state, you would live in ignorance. That you don't know me at all. You never did. Happiness cannot be found in ignorance. Fear not, though. I was lost like you, too. My master will show you the truth. Alright, here we go.
Tellery, he's hurting you. Look at yourself. You're weary and gloomy and beleaguered.
He will flash in and out of existence.
No, come back. Tellery.
And will appear before you again. And behind him,
Oh!
a shadow. Massive. Roiling. Screaming. He will state, I am more than I ever was! More than I ever shall be! Good.
No, just... As we take in the sight of the horrifying everything behind him, we have to... We have to try and grab Tellery and shove him and pin him down and get him away from the beast. So we're going to close the gap there as her heart races and her instinct is to go and grab Tellery.
Okay. As you try to grab Tellery and force him away from the beast, he will shove you off. See? Even now! Instead of words and truth, you seek to stifle it with violence. And you call me lost? It is you that are lost! It is you that have blinded yourself! You may have lost your sight, Thorne, but you've been blind far longer.
Tellery, you're my very best friend. Why would you do this? Why are you hurting people? Why? Sorry, plus 21.
You dare to speak of harm of others? How many people have you sent to the pyre?
Plenty to carve a better future for both of us, for all of us. Magic can't thrive in Corvallis.
With that,
It's
Telri will scream outwards, gripping at his mask, shifting in and out. Taking on a new form. This time, you see all around him great thronging tentacles of shadows reaching out into the sky, and above him, a throng of falling stars.
the stars.
And as he switches, his demeanor looks up towards them instead. And then
And Thorne will
he
join.
speaks with a soft voice, but firm. We were friends once. Many years ago.
We still are. Tellery.
You will not interrupt me. You will not use your strength to overwhelm me. Because you're wrong. We were friends. And you think now that you would force your friendship upon me, when it isn't even you that is doing so. You don't know me. Look above you. There are things that you do not even know exist. Things that the church that you so serve does not even know exist. It is you that are lost. If you wish to know my friendship again, then you must step out of your false light.
Tellery, what? I know you're a good person. What are you trying to do?
I am trying to tell the people the truth, so that they may decide for themselves. Is that not proper way? Freedom? You may be content with a noose around your neck, no matter how much security it gives you. But I will not. My family will not.
They're worried about you, Tellery. Hildegrim, Tabitha, your sister Genevieve, and Telarius. They're worried about you.
I know. Do you think I do not? Things like this are dangerous, as is all change. But change, though it be dangerous, is not evil or misshapen. They worry because they do not know, but they shall soon, and their worry will be for naught, but they will see what real happiness looks like. One that isn't told to you, one that is not informed to you, but one that is produced by yourself. Desire is not something to be chained, to be traditioned. Chaos is taught to be evil, unpredictable, destructive. But look beneath your very feet. Does Mytheria state where the grass doth grow, or where the flowers will bloom? No, life does, and life is chaos in its purest form. People of the Pale City, they know only what is told to them. And for what? A security that is faltering, security that has failed. Someone must wield the spear of truth. And I have been chosen. My roll. Your response.
Tellery, how are you sure that this will lead to a better end, that this will be a better future for our people? Or are they just, as she indicates towards his tendrils, his darkened eyes, or are they just going to suffer? What point in there is being free if it closes off the paths to being with your family?
The fact that you are so bound in the false light, that you do not see the simple truth. I will explain it to you. No, my path does not guarantee there will be no suffering. There is no such thing as a life without suffering. Death is an equal amount to life, but something that you do not know, because you have been hidden from it, is that death is the greatest guardian of life. So one of the many truths shown to me by my new master. And even then, he does not bind me in chains. He simply gives me knowledge to do as I would. I go to the Pale City to throw those panoply of crowns and marble to the ground, to tear down the very church, not that it represents of Mytheria, but of the control that it is, led by corrupt people who seek to wield their power as they will. Then, when the mask has been torn away, and the veil has been parted, people may choose what they wish. Perhaps they will choose a life that has less suffering, and perhaps they won't. But I would rather take the chance at a better life than one that has a guarantee of none.
What do you mean a guarantee of none? Your family loves you, Tellery. You have friends. They care about you. They want what's better, and if you destroy the Pale City... We've seen the world outside of the Pale City. It's awful. It's ridden by muck and disease. At least if we all work together, we can try to make things better. You can tell them and give them the choice rather than forcing... Why would you destroy the church when it's helping so many?
He'll shake his head. Because the church lies. The people can never know the truth as long as there is someone above them who lies. My master never lies. Only the truth is given. And as to the world that you clearly know nothing of, it is sick, but it is not sick because of apostasy, nor sick because of the druids, nor sick because of the common person. It is sick because the ley lines, the engine of life, mana, has been turbulently and petulantly cut off by those that believe that they know better. They make salves and cures for the disease they created, and under the guise of a great crusade against greater evil, against the very evil that Mytheria herself summoned. You'll learn, just like the rest of them. I know not how you came to be here, nor how this vision is to be. Perhaps it is the will of my master that even you, so blinded by faith in the panoply of gold and marble that surrounds you, a gilded cage it might be, but a cage it is. My master is shown fit to show you the truth, to allow us to speak. as he lingers in your mind. Even now, he protects you from ignorance. Where is your light? Nowhere.
And she will hold to the chest over her broken core and look away at that. Why, if you better understand how the ley lines work, why can't you trust in the good of the people that you were raised with, that if you told them that they would want to work together to make things better? We want to help Tellery.
If that is true, then you will hold the gates open when I go to tear the wolves from the hen's den. If not, then I will do what must be done. I am coming,
What are you-
Thorne. My master is coming.
What are you doing, Tellery?
You'll see soon enough.
Tellery, no.
And with that, Thorne will shudder and shake awake. Right here.
Should we lay her on the cot?
Alright, do a little bit of roleplay because we gotta catch you guys
Oh, yeah.
chronologically up.
You should move her off the floor. She's got to be,
Don't touch her. Somebody go get the priest kit and some Persian salts out of the chest.
Very
Be
well.
quick about it.
But first, Farryn will go to the door, open it, lean out, and be, Michael, inside, now. And then
What's happening?
just come in and lock the door behind you.
I will do that when I am loaded. I'm at 99.
Farryn will go and get what Gideon suggested.
Okay.
He shuts and locks the door as instructed.
But she'll also get one of her purging potions that she was given at the start. A little extra security.
Oh. What's happening? How bad is the exposure in this area currently?
It's not good. It's pouring up
well,
out of her eyes and into the ceiling.
Like, are we at like a 10, a 20? Is the Geiger counter just broken? Because
It's concerning, especially since, she's a blank.
She shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Okay. Knowing what we know about the collars we have, are they exposure suppressants or are they effectively bomb collars? Like, if he was to try and put one on Thorne, would it suppress the exposure?
So there's different kinds. The ones, the permanent ones around those that are mages, are the ones that explode. So
the ones we have for capturing the people here would probably be the big ones.
no. The capture ones, because you don't want to kill them, right? You want to capture them. So if they exploded their heads, that's not. So you would probably have the ones that are suppressive, not kill.
Okay. Knowing that and seeing the vast amount of exposure coming out of someone that shouldn't be able to do that, Mythos will just quickly run over while Gideon's preparing whatever he's doing and gently secure his collar onto Thorne to try and suppress the effects of the exposure being generated.
As you attempt to try and put on the collar, and as hold on. I'm on the wrong. As Fiona returns, and as you try to put the collar on, Thorne will wake up with a fright and a scream right ahead.
Ah,
Gideon will stop preparing the thing and grip his sword.
Mythos is still leaning over, about to put the collar on her.
Thorne.
Are you back, Miss Thorne? I mean, Miss Nova?
You talking, Reevee?
Sorry. And she will scream, and her arms skittering across the floor as she regains her ground awake. And hand will go to her face. She tries to regain her sense of where she is as she is breathing in a panic. Tell her, come back. No.
Hmm?
No. No, he was right there. He was right there.
Who was where?
She'll curl up and cover her face and kick herself under the table. No.
What was happening in here? What happened to Miss Nova? How did so much exposure? I was only out for a few moments.
Is there still exposure around?
Yeah.
Taro, is that going to be an immediate fix?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to expect from trying to use this on her. This isn't really something I think anyone would know. She's not supposed to be capable of this level of being affected by exposure like this.
Well, capable or not, it does seem to have happened. And Farryn gives a kind of glare off in Georgie's direction.
I'm sorry, Miss Nova, but I think for our safety, we should take every precaution we can right now. And he will...
Well, before that, if I may, we must hold to appearances, no? I suggest drinking this first, and she will pass the potion of greater purging off to Thorne.
He was right there. I didn't ask where he was. I don't know where he is. Oh.
Who is he?
Tellery and Lockenhigh got him. I
don't understand.
Oh. I got to see Tellery again. I could see. I don't know where those places were, but they had to have been important. As Thorne, she starts to move in the same way Gideon will recognize from the Lord Hold Manor. With her hands and motions.
Hold. One moment. Are you awake, Ginny?
Yes.
Okay. You heard her scream then?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
I was in the room. I left the room.
Oh, I see. Continue.
Yeah.
Micha'el heard her scream.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage because you're asleep.
And then I squeaked a bit afterwards.
Nope.
Wow.
No mames, it's siesta.
Siesta time.
Me honkin' chewing. Go ahead, continue.
Drink one of these, Nova, now please, and try to calm down.
Okay,
You're back with us.
we have to help him. Okay. And she will drink a potion. Oh, what? Why are you giving me purging potion? As her face scrunches at the familiar flavor.
Just drink it.
Okay.
Something's
Mythos
wrong
will
with you, Thor.
gesture around the room, even though she can only blind sense that he's doing it, and just be like, I don't know what happened, but this place, something that happened with you, is making the area radiate with exposure. That shouldn't even be possible. But here we are. We need to rectify this as quickly as we can.
Okay. I am... My thoughts are scrambled. Sorry.
On fixing one thing at a time. First, the exposure. If this doesn't work, we'll try perhaps Taro's or Michael's way.
She finishes the potion with a nod as she's still quiet and tucked under the table.
Is he still touching your mind, Thorne?
Her mouth opens as she tries to respond, but the words catch in her throat and she just nods.
I need you to come out from under the table.
Okay.
Not that close.
Kiss him! With your fist!
She nods and crawls out and stands up towards him. And holds her arm, or an arm holding her other shoulder. And she looks about and gets a better sense of what her surroundings in the waking.
Did the greater purging potion seem to dampen any of the remnant exposure in the area, or does it still seem heavy?
So, at this point, the mana in the air is dissipated.
Okay.
But, you're not quite sure if it's actually there, but there is yet an echo of that mana on Thorne. Just the slightest, tiniest ember. Which would normally be impossible.
Should I... Did that help?
I mean, it seems like most of the exposure in the immediate vicinity is gone, but somehow there's some remnant of exposure on you, which shouldn't be possible if you're a blank.
It's
I
a lock and high again.
I believe you've made mention of this before, but I'm still not quite familiar with what that is.
He's a dark god that revels in tormenting people with painful truth and twists their minds and convinces them towards dark paths of self-destruction.
That sounds like the temptations of a demon.
It's a nightmare from another land. And she'll look towards Gideon. We had closed his nest, closed the eye that was opening in the mountains, and that was supposed to keep people that we cared about safe. But it found Telri.
Well, we haven't destroyed them all. And somehow he still has a hold over you, Thorne. And I'm a little concerned that this is gonna keep happening. And I'll just grip his sword a little bit tighter. I don't know if we can trust you on this mission.
Mythos is still thinking. I I have a quick question, Arcadum.
Hold on,
Blanks
real
are
quick.
really...
Hold that. Just I'm having like I'm worried. It might just be the fan blaring on me. But I want to make sure. Chat, you can hear them, right? This is good RP, and I don't want anybody to miss it. Just give me a second for chat to respond. It takes them a few seconds. Everything's good? Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I'm like having a little bit of trouble here, and because of the fan on me, though, I'm going to turn you guys up like 20%, so you guys can talk comfortably.
Mic check.
Yeah.
And you hear?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, please, as you were. What was your question?
So blanks are really rare, and not really something that would be too much known about.
Correct, they're rare. There's not a lot known about them. In fact, most of the knowledge that you guys have is just a representation of what you've learned in character, not something that you already knew about. And I mean like the mechanical aspects of, blanks can't use magic. Nobody actually knows how they work specifically. So like, whereas one side, they can't use magic, they can, however, benefit from the supernatural and be affected by it. For example, being healed by proselytizer, or Thorne being able to use monk abilities. These are by no means non-magical, but they are not spellcasted. So there's obviously a nuance here that hasn't been fully explored. And you also suspect, despite how false he might be, a deity's power might fall into that secondary category. But you have no way of knowing for sure.
Well, my other question would be, like for Thorne and Cass, there's nothing, like, visually, like, distinct or anything about them that would let the layman know, like, hey, they're a blank. Like, until they interact with magic, there's not really...
No. It takes a very specialized eye to know that somebody is a blank.
Yeah.
It's not something that's obvious. With some exceptions, such as Hill, apparently. But...
Okay. I don't know. Blanks are such strange entities. While they are resistant to magics and stuff, there are still things that can affect them, and I'm not sure if this false god demon that you mentioned has powers that are remnants of that. And I don't even know if we'd be able to suppress it if that was the case. My other concern is I don't know if there's any documented cases of it, but if this is regular or some sort of corrupted exposure and is able to affect you, are there ways to reverse being a blank? Because usually what can, or at least from what I've witnessed from my healings and stuff and such, most things that would normally affect Miss Nova don't really leave remnants of exposure because of her condition. So how would we know if she still has it? If it is able to linger? There's so many questions. And this is very, very concerning to happen in the middle of all this. I hope that whatever explosion of exposure happened here didn't attract any unsavory attention within or without of the estate.
I can leave if it's not for the best of the mission. I need to. Oh, okay. I don't know exactly where I need to go, but I know that I need to help Telri as she falls into that same looping pattern that she had at the manor after her last
Thorne,
vision.
did you open your
Yes, ma'am.
mind to him?
No.
This false god.
No, I spoke with Telri, and he's going to get up to something awful, and I need to help him.
You're worrying about the wrong thing.
We can't. Thorne, he's not our business. We can't. Ginny's just all tear-stained and not making eye contact.
Are you thinking to abandon him?
There are people already looking into it. It's not ours. We're gonna mess it up. You and me, we can't go looking for him.
We can't leave it to someone else. They're not going to understand.
It has to be someone else. We're gonna muck it up.
They don't even know where to start.
We don't know where to start, do you?
I'll figure out something, okay?
We know nothing. We have no idea where he is.
If I know where he's going.
Don't tell me.
Alright.
We have a mission
You can...
to do.
That is surprisingly
Fine.
the most sensible thing you've mentioned. But, and Fiona will clap her hands, I think we need to go about this in a proper manner. We have a job. We cannot simply abandon our post or send you away just because one thing has gone wrong. We do not have the time or the equipment to replace you. Whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, we're stuck together. For better or worse. And when it comes to saving this other individual, it is not our concern. If we do manage to accomplish our quest, getting the bell, and so on, and we still have time, or perhaps it leads us down the same path, and we happen to intersect, then maybe. But most likely, no. Until we are given that, then you'll follow orders, won't you?
This other individual? What are you even fighting for? What is the point of all of this if everything we care about is leveled, is ruined?
And why would that be the case if we get the bell?
If we don't make it in time.
If we don't make it in time, then I suggest we work harder. We apply ourselves more diligently. We don't get distracted with other things, no matter how much they pain our personal heart.
And she will hold her head and try to take deep breaths. Nod with you.
The Inquisitor is taking care of it. I wish he'd never sent me the letter. I wish he'd kept it to himself. The mail's brought me nothing but grief. For months. I look over my shoulder, hoping not to see that stupid, fast little guy, and I'm gonna walk out that door and he's gonna be there. I just know it.
No, he's not.
If
You don't know.
I just know it.
If he is, I agree. Georgiana, most of your mail has proven to be rather problematic lately. If at the very least, distracting from the current mission, and since we cannot afford distractions, may I please have the letter?
Bring up a good point. Are there any other letters we need to know about?
I suppose in the future, if that little individual brings more.
Thorne will kind of catch Gideon's eye. Well, face towards him with a glance-ish.
Georgie.
Georgie will take the one letter that she has and hand it to Fiona.
She
Please
will
put it
very...
somewhere safe.
Yes, of course.
Don't
And
look
she'll
at it.
Hold it up. Of course not. And she'll tuck it in her bodice.
I don't think that's safe enough, Captain.
She just gives you a lawn blink.
You didn't answer my question, Georgie.
That's the letter I have.
Very well then.
Everyone, despite this strange little minor catastrophe, we do have jobs to do. I suggest we go back to our posts. However, Nova, if you wish to take today off, I will bring it to Lord Ponko and let him know that you have taken ill this morning if you do not wish to see anyone.
There is a knocking at the door.
Wake Micha'el up.
I'll answer it.
There is a knocking at the door.
Oh no,
I
it's
go
him.
and
Hello?
I answer the door.
Ah!
Yes. Hello.
I'm here to pick up any mail that you have.
We don't have any.
No mail at all? All right. I
No.
also have a package.
Lovely. Let me take it.
I'll pull it out and hand it to Fiona. Alrighty. Good luck.
Whose name is on this package?
Your name.
Oh. Well, surely that can't be bad. Very well then.
Is he gone?
Yes.
My-
The daily annoyance is left.
You guys gotta be. What are you guys hating on Mortimer, dude? Like
I love him.
he's just
I'll
doing,
do it
he's just
outside for
doing
him.
his job, bro. Like what
Listen,
And then things
listen.
happen.
It's in character hate. It's not out of character hate.
Very true, very true.
No, it's fine. It's fine with you guys.
But,
Mr.
oh, sorry, go ahead if you want to wake him up.
Yeah, I was gonna. Mr. Lope, it's time to wake up. And he just starts shaking.
Yes. What?
It's time to start our day. I assume your guard duty has left you tired. You slept through quite a lot.
What I miss?
Something strange happened with Miss Nova. Apparently related to this Olaken-High creature that has been mentioned a few times and relating to that old friend of hers.
He immediately snaps awake. What? What do you... Oh, wrong armor. Hold on.
There's no need to fret. We've handled the situation. But,
What happened? Tell me.
I mean, I don't know specifically what happened. I was brought in and exposure was radiating through the room. Miss Nova was on the ground, thrashing in what seemed like a nightmare, and eventually she came to, but things are still somewhat strange with her.
He will push you aside as he quickly puts his clothes on. Hold on. I have to go see her. He throws what he can, starts sprinting while putting his clothes on. No.
And as he does
Nova,
so,
are you
she's
okay?
stepping away from Gideon, apologetic, hands fiddling with each other. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Just, I can't, dude. Like every time. Continue, please.
Nova, are you okay?
I will make things all right.
What happened with the Lock and High? Michael told me something happened. Is it the same god that disturbed you back in the manor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he came into my thoughts again, and I saw Tellery through them. He wanted us to speak.
Anything else? What else happened?
I got to see that Tellery has chosen his own side. Through all of his questioning, he found a path of disaster that he's working on. And he is gathering forces, gathering power to turn against the church.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm more worried about you. Are you okay? Do you need me to heal you? Are you
That
okay?
doesn't sound like him. Tillery doesn't do things halfway.
He's not.
No, I don't want to know. I'm going to work.
Okay, anyway, are you okay? Do you need to be healed? Are you strong? Are you okay?
My body is fine. My heart's a bit broken.
Well, I can't fix that with Leon. I can't fix that with Leon hands, but my paladin abilities are only so much. As long as you're physically okay, that's what matters. I can't heal a broken heart. At least not yet, but I'm glad you are at least physically okay.
Trying to care for me. Don't you remember when I was the one picking you up off the floor? And she'll try to do a playful poke at the nose as she sits on the table to ground herself.
Yes, I do remember. I was getting my ass kicked a lot in the manor when we fought the weird worm creature in the cave, and then whatever the beast we fought that caused your blindness in the first place. It was an interesting battle. But
Lope, now's probably not the time to discuss the past. We have work to do.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're right. Go.
As long as you're okay.
Go.
No, Nova. Okay. Do. Okay, then when I step outside, is there the ominous crow in one of these trees?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes. And it is always watching.
Okay, which tree is it in?
We'll go with south.
This one?
No. This one.
This one, okay. Stop it. I guess we
What
have
is your
places.
obsession with these crows?
That one always seems to stare at me. But crows are great creatures. They're very friendly. They can recognize people. They know you're good or bad. It's a good thing about crows.
Whatever. Just stop feeding them. That's probably why they're around you all the fucking... Let's go.
You know what a group of crows is called, Gideon?
I don't care.
It's called a murder.
Funny. That might happen to you if you don't shut the hell up about fucking crows.
He will say that as he walks away, and he will look at the crow, and can I make a perception check to see if there's anybody walking around who could see me?
Oh my god.
What?
Stop! You're the cameraman.
Okay.
When you move it makes the whole thing goes. Just where are you going? Just tell me where you're going.
I'm good for right there. I'll wait for...
Alright. I'm gonna put you there so I can find you.
Okay.
I just want to roll a perception to see if there's anybody around who could see me right now. I'm on right here on the building, making eye contact with the crow.
Nope, nobody else is there. Just ominously you and this crow by yourself, watching you.
Micha'el will assume that it's one of the crows of Farryn that keeps watching him, and he will quickly make the praying side praying sign of Farryn with his hands and take a nod and then continue to walk.
Okay. Secret ritual prayers? I hope nobody saw him! It would be a shame if somebody were to report that to the, Oh, hello.
Hello.
What?
Goodbye. Alright, and Lope Beans arrives on time. Okay, we're gonna let this over here wrap up. What are you guys doing? Whoop!
As the others leave, Mythos will... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna pack up all the stuff we got out this morning and put it back in the appropriate chests.
Okay. Organizing.
Mythos will follow and just say, Miss Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
I know today we were supposed to set out on our excursion to check on the Brass Baron's men, but do we still want to continue with that course of action after what has happened this morning? With 2 of us gone and the others being on guard duty, I don't know if it's wise to leave Miss Nova here by herself without anyone to check in and make sure things aren't escalating.
Well, let me finish organizing, and let me ask how she wishes to proceed with the day, and then I think we'll decide from there.
Very well.
And as I put things in their appropriate chests, I also open the package that was delivered to me.
Open the package, you say? Oh.
Yes.
An explosion of mana radiates the air. Hey guys, it's the bell. Crazy.
Yay, we did
it!
If only.
I'm a little worried about this package.
I'm going to send you a DM.
Oh, really?
Male trauma as well, I see.
Look, I think Farryn's had enough of that.
You guys want some more male trauma?
Oh,
More
no.
Man.
It's a baby bookie.
If only Gideon had a pen pal.
Write somebody. Have you written somebody?
Ariel's parents.
Oh, yeah. Ariel's parents. They're probably like, oh no, this is the secret boyfriend.
She wishes.
Give me just a second. I've got to type this up. F2. Oh, man. Ugh. I'm like weirdly tired. It's probably because it's so hot in here. I've been sweating so much.
The humidity just
I just feel exhausted.
crushing.
Yeah.
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 The weather.
I
feel that.
Exhausted, man. Okay.
Let's get one of those cold, wet rags and put it on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
I
Cool
didn't-
cloth.
I did not hear rag. I heard rat, and I was like, a cold, wet rat.
Cold, wet
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
man. I totally need a cold, wet rat right now. Just...
It will definitely wake you up.
On the back of my neck. Refreshing.
For sure.
Refreshing. A cold, wet rat.
it'll cling itself there, so it won't move. Like it'll be great.
That's 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, and don't forget, Gideon, you've written a couple of letters for Thorne as well.
Well, yeah, but those were from you. Like I wouldn't get those letters back.
True.
They're not
They
for me. The replies wouldn't be for me.
They were unable to be delivered. Return to sender.
No.
Address unknown. No such number.
I think Gideon forgot to put the return address
Turn address.
and the
Oh,
actual
Say it was from
like
Thorne.
the outgoing address as well. It's just Putting a blank envelope in the mail. Classic. Man, can I just say that you nailed friggin' Telry? Well done.
Well, I went back and I reviewed all the dialogue he's done.
Uh-huh.
I upped his vocabulary a little bit because he's
Yeah.
channeling Olak and High, but yeah.
A little more confidence because he's grown.
Yeah.
I like
What
it.
do you mean? He's the same height
He's
as
still
always.
short. Yeah.
It's a little short. He uses the tentacles to walk around like Dr. Octopus for the
Yes.
height.
Nice.
No, more like Octodad.
Yeah.
He's just flopping around trying to get.
Yeah.
All right, that is what you see.
Okay. Can I handle this now or?
Oh yeah,
All right.
please do.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do I have to like type back to you or can I just?
You
say
can just
it?
talk. You just talk to me.
All right. I want to read the letter, the official letter first.
The official letter.
Yeah.
It is a letter from Inquisitor Trent.
Oh, all right.
Okay, as you open it up, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get all my ducks in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dear Captain Ironhall, this is a message that I hope reaches you in good health. Pleasantries aside, I am afraid I have an additional set of parameters and priorities for you to enact whilst you and your comrades are searching for the bell. It has come to my attention that there have been several reports of contention amongst the ranks and possible risks of dissension. Such reports come from different paths and resources. Therefore, I would like you to follow up on such reports to confirm their validity. The first, there are suspicions that the Inquisitor that has been sent with you, Cast, may or may not be true to his word to Mytheria. There have been reports that on multiple occasions he has either allowed or through a truly incredible amount of incompetency allowed his family members to escape the church's justice. Whether or not this is true, I lead you to figure out. I will trust your judgment, as you are unbiased in this matter. I do so hope that the good Inquisitor is dependable and an advent servant of Mytheria, but it is difficult to kill one's own blood and to bring them to justice. So, we must suspect, at least to some degree, that he has succumbed to the familial. The second, I have recently been informed that there is quite a bit of drama percolating within the Pale City around your recent additions to your squadron. Not only have I received words that apparently a childhood friend of the now what we know to be a traitorous being known as Lanternbridge, but indeed his very sister is within your squadron. I am writing as I have my suspicions. From all the church records that I could find from the archives, it would seem that Miss Saltspire is a dependable person of great faith, despite her injury, but we must be sure. Keep an eye upon them, Captain. We cannot allow their familial ties, nor their weakness of heart, to allow our mission to falter. Lanternbridge has made himself an enemy of the Pale City and a traitor to the Church's light. If you find yourself in any position in which to bring him to Mytheria's justice, I implore you to enact without hesitation. Furthermore, there is a third problem that has occurred recently. And in this, he begins to describe, it would seem that in the town of Downfrown, there has been a recent increase in criminality, most notably due to the sheriff's recent disposition. However, there is also rumors of another traitor to the Pale City running rampant. Whilst I do not wish to reassign you, if you find any sort of information about these two individuals, which there's a dossier listed there, please send me correspondence in the immediacy. I wish you good luck and better fortune. Happy hunting. Inquisitor Aether Trent.
Oh, I get to know his name. Do I have the dossier somewhere where I can read it?
Yes. As you open the dossier, you can see that it is comprised of two curious-looking individuals. The first appears to be a foreigner, denoted by the name of Ivy. And the other appears to be a man by the name of Yagul Enkalad. Appears to be one of dwarvish blood. You see that there is a list of their service to the church and their commensurate abandonment of their duties and position.
Okay. Farryn just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose, like, oh, no more. And then, we'll properly file the letter away where it can't be found. Stuck somewhere in the dredges of her chest. Through all the little traps she has around her chest specifically. She'll read
Her
the
secret
personal
pocket.
letter next.
Would you like me to read this one out loud?
No, if you could send it to me if you have it.
Alright.
But she will get kind of excited. There's only one person she really writes to. And,
I will tell you who it is from.
okay.
Oh, remind me again of, we talked about this, but their name escapes me.
We talked about this?
Yeah, when we were in person.
Did we?
I think so.
don't know.
Okay, go to DMs real quick. Go to DMs real quick.
Yeah, I'm there.
Uh-oh.
I just want to make sure I get it right. Give her a second to type out some stuff to me. In the meantime, let me do some chronological stuff here. Mythos, what are you doing?
After speaking with her, he's just waiting outside because she said we'd figure out what to do with.
Okay, and then I guess
Our
Thorne's
situation.
waiting for that.
Yep.
Hey, move
Thorne
on.
is hunting for a bottle of alcohol.
Okay. Oh, it's time for your shift. Okay, what do you two do?
Wait, what did old man Cutter say? Did he say bitches?
Yeah, who knows?
All right.
Oh, so you finally showed up for shift.
I was only like 45 seconds behind you. There was not much
Why were
later
you
than-
staring at a bird for that long?
It's been staring at me. I don't know. I guess it likes me.
Probably because you keep feeding it.
Hey, listen. I like to feed the birds, especially who wants to have the food go to waste.
It could just go to somebody else that actually would eat it and not a bird.
Do you know if our Lord gives the stale bread to people in need?
I don't, but you could.
I can't. I'm on guard duty.
You've been feeding them when you're off duty.
Here, I'm not going to go outside of here to go try to look for homeless or people in need for it. I can't leave. I'm certainly not going to leave you now. Or the group now. So, now if he does, forgive me. Then I've been feeding, the birds food that will go to those in need. But until I know for sure that the food is going to someone else, I'm going to keep feeding the birds. The food needs to go somewhere, and it's too hard for me or you to ingest. But, sidetrack. How was this morning?
Not good. But I'm glad you slept well.
Well, I don't think I'm going to do that again. Yes, things will have to change. Why didn't you wake me up?
Because I'm not your father.
I didn't say you were. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Why do you seem so angry?
Just a lot of things going wrong or going very badly, and it's a lot to deal with right now.
You want to talk about it?
Not in particular, no.
Then how you go to... Oh, hello,
Breakfast.
Rochi.
And hands each of you a bun.
What is in the I wanted to ask you what... Okay, doesn't matter. What is in the breakfast?
It's bread. Keep asking about it, so here's some in advance.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And she will mope away.
Do you have leche? No, wait, no! Okay. Anyways, he will break the bread in half. When are you going to talk? You know what? I shouldn't intrude. It is your issues and your whatever you got going on. I shouldn't press. But we have fought and bled. Well, I can't bleed, but we have fought together on the battlefield for many moons now. Taro, I am your brother in battle. If you need me, I am always here for you. In whatever capacity you need me to be.
I appreciate that. But like some of the stuff I just gotta deal with on my own.
That is fair. But remember, there is no I in team, and you are not alone.
But there is a me.
There is. But I don't think any of us would have lasted as long as we have if we tried to take the journey we have alone.
I agree wholeheartedly. And it's only when we became separated that people died.
True. We, Ariel was a real loss. And then we had Ivy and Yogul leave us. And then we had our pastor leave us. But we have stuck together, me, you, and Nova, through all of it. I think we are the closest. And I know you are struggling with your things, and I hope through prayer, through battle, through even if you have to cry to get over it. I hope you find peace. And you shed these whatever burdens you have, whatever chains you have on you, off you. I hope you break your chains and set yourself free from whatever weighs you down.
Alright. And as this conversation lingers, Fiona, or Farryn Inkholdt, will finish, or rather will open the personal letter. And I will let you respond to it.
She will read its contents. She will rip it up. And then she'll throw it in the fire.
Oh no, not again.
And then she'll wince just a little.
Do you want to think about that a little bit, Farryn, please?
All right, let's roll the dice on another ID. And
That doesn't happen, but please continue.
And then she'll very crankily stalk over to her chest, put the rest of the package in the chest, with the exception of the dagger. She'll compare it to the dagger that she currently has hidden on her person.
The one you just got?
Yeah.
So you can see that there is a bit of writing on the hilt that indicates that it is Quicksilver, and most notably, there is a smaller note attached to it that says, "To help with finding apostates."
Uh-huh. Okay. Does Quicksilver have, like, an exposure rating so that, like,
No.
people can just... So if I hit it on my person, it wouldn't necessarily,
No.
like... Okay.
It is non-magical.
Okay, then I will trade out the dagger that I'm currently carrying for the Quicksilver one.
And also, his chat's... Quicksilver and True Silver are the same thing.
Just one's faster than the other.
Thank you, Shadow.
Pain.
Nice.
Lots of pain.
And then I will go and get a traveling cloak from my chest and close it up for the day with all the appropriate precautions. Go back out to the room. How's it going in here?
She seems to be imbibing in alcohol.
Yeah, Thorne grabs an alcohol.
Not rubbing alcohol. Oh no.
She's already blind. What could happen?
I guess that's true.
You can lock the door on your way out.
All right. We'll tell the Lord that you won't be seeing anyone today.
I ain't working today, motherfucker.
Miss Nova, and she'll just very gently poke her head through the door.
Is the door lockable with that one?
Yeah, you can lock the door, yeah.
Yeah. It's locked.
She'll stand there in the doorway. Do you wish for either of us to remain behind?
Mythos,
In
make a
case
quick
we-
insight check for me. Go ahead, keep going.
Need something?
You can do as you wish.
Noticing her cloak, he'll be like, I take it we are continuing on our expedition then?
I do not think, at the very least, that I have time to wait. If you wish to stay behind today, you may. I would understand, but at least one of us has to go out and do something.
I would rather not send you out alone, going into unknown territory like this. While I would like to watch over Miss Nova because of the situation this morning, she is at least within the walls of the estate, and the others, should something happen, would be able to make haste and join her. So I will get prepared as well and join you.
Very good then.
You will dash off into here ninja monk style. change out his fancy clothes with some regular Joe Schmo clothes, and then put a cloak on over it. And then,
And
Hold on, I'm trying to fix some shit here.
she'll unlock and poke the head out. Do you two have healing potions and such to be alright?
confrontation shouldn't be an issue for what we are doing, but yes, I have a spare.
I have a few things hidden on my person, of course.
Okay, just please take care. Please come back.
We
You
will.
take care as well.
Alright. Farryn, I need you to make a deception or persuasion. Your choice.
Okay.
Specifically, this is to for your emotional mask.
Oh. Okay.
Unless you're not that shook up about the letter.
Oh, I'm relatively shook up,
Alright then.
but I'm just deciding which one fits better, deception or persuasion.
Ooh, alright.
Do I
Ethan,
get to roll it twice because of Jack of all trades, or no?
are you not trained in it? Oh yeah, of course you're not. Yeah, go ahead and roll again. Yeah, that's fine.
I decided to take insight. Oh, well.
Okay.
Alright.
Unfortunate.
Mythos, as you and Farryn walk out and onto the street, you'll notice that her movements are more agitated. There's certainly a level of annoyance to her, more so than she displayed earlier.
He will take note of that, but wait until they are out on the open road to say anything about it.
And the two of you set off on your journey.
Well, we're going to the manor house first because, storyline it if you want to, but we need to tell Lord Ponko that the physician will not be seeing anyone, and we need to grab a lunch
Ah, that works.
for the road.
That works for me, as that means another scene can occur. Oh boy,
Oh,
boy,
boy.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here I go killing again.
Hooray!
Okay. You two arrive at the same time as another individual arrives.
Oh.
Oh boy. As you arrive, this man will also approach the front door.
Oh no.
You will see.
Oh
this
my
man.
god!
Oh no.
Just man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He gives a slight bow and acknowledgement, assuming he's here to see the Lord.
Alright, as you kind of walk up, he'll kind of give a nod to you two. And he'll say, "Pardon me, sirs, I'm here to see his lordship."
Name and business.
Name's Gibbons, glass merchant by trade. I'm here to get my writ of trade, so I can do so in Dark Lake.
Are you carrying any weapons on you?
Just me trusty knife.
I'll inspect the knife.
As you inspect the knife, it seems some use.
Weird.
Okay. I'll have to escort you in if you want to hold on to it, or you can hand it to me and I'll give it back to you when you leave.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. He'll hand the knife over.
Okay. I will
Is
take
the
the
lordship
knife.
is the lordship expecting you?
He should be. Today's merchant day.
His name's on the list.
Okay. If you want to walk, do you want to walk with him, and I'll stay here?
Sure.
That is okay, Mr. Lope and Mr. Taro. Me and Miss Fiona were just about to go see the Lord as well, so we can act as an escort.
That works for me.
Very well.
All right, he'll walk inside.
Will that ring any bells with either one of us?
No, we don't know.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
We're not told jack shit about that man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Nobody knows.
In the presence of a legend.
All right, he'll walk up and give a deep sweeping bow. Greetings to you, my lord. Ah, are you Mr. Gibbons Majslier? Matt, am I saying that correctly? Yeah, it's Majslier.
Damn.
That's good. That's good.
Good.
Beautiful.
All right, I've updated his name for you guys now.
That brings me much joy. Thank you.
There you go.
Wait, does he have a boss HP boss?
It's still 10.
All right, he will stand before you, or stand before Serpenko, who will continue. Well, in either case, Mr. Gibbons, your reputation as a glass merchant does precede you. I'm of the opinion that for you to do trade in Darklake when you had such a fine setup in the Pale City is, well, I find it to be a little questionable. Oh, really? I didn't think that a merchant of such little import like myself would be meaningful at all to you, your lordship. Well, don't be so hard on yourself. There are many glass merchants, I suppose, those that work specifically in the trade of glass blowing, but I have heard of your name before. In fact, I believe we have a few of your pieces here within my very manor. Well, thank you, your lordship. It's good to know that my work's been appreciated. If you could just please indulge my curiosity, what brings you here? Surely you would have more customers and patronage in the Pale City. Well, your lordship, let's just say that, my time in the Pale City it's just, I think it was time to move on. Maybe something quieter in the country. Alright, insight check. You too. Okay. Fiona, as you look at him, you're like, yeah, that seems fair. Michael, you're getting big over-the-shoulder vibes of this guy. He looks nervous, and you get the feeling that when he says that there is a lot more to the story than that. But Serpenko will continue and say, well, I suppose it is your own business. I won't pry any further. You're of course welcome, and I will have a writ made for you so that you can do so in the Dark Lake, and of course, my trade routes will be open to you as well, to use as you see fit. I am curious about one thing. Yes, of course, my lord. How can I help you? Well, what's the word in the Pale City? It's been some time since I've had a commoner's outlook. Gibbons will nod and he'll say, well, my lordship, to be quite frank, people are tired. There's just a lot of war and a lot more yet coming on the way. Make no mistake, they're raring and going and full of zeal and all that, but there are many of my fellow merchants included that they're worried that the war will be bad for business. Ain't much need for fancy glassware when you're worried about making swords, after all. Serpenko will nod. Thank you, Gibbons. I'll be sure to make your mark available to you by the end of the day. Thank you, your lordship. I look forward to it very much. I'll give a bow. Want a martial check?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who knows? A mystery. What could he possibly be?
No.
Oh, wrong. And then he will come walking out of the front door. G'day, gents.
What? You for?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you might want
Thank
your
you.
knife back.
Old trusty.
As he says, "Old trusty," I'm gonna martial check him.
Okay.
We got his
Oh,
ass.
Sarah.
We got his ass. All right, go ahead. First.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Tell me. Tell us.
Uh-huh.
He's level 2.
Hey.
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 He is a
He must have leveled up from fighting someone.
He is a level 2 rogue.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah,
for him.
Arcadum, can I check his equipment?
Sure. He only has one piece of equipment that stands out, and that's this.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yes, I enjoy that much.
Righteous
Interesting.
liar.
Oh,
It's
Actually, didn't we all come across him in the Pale City?
Oh, gotta leave.
Like-
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think at one point I think at one point we all talked to him. That's what
Yeah, like
I asked
we-
if he rang any bells.
Yeah, but oh well. Let him go anyway.
It's been a while. You guys have been through the bush.
Yeah.
He's just a merchant.
He really is.
Just a merchant.
Just a merchant.
Oh my god.
I almost kept it, guys. I almost kept
He's
it.
level
Damn
2. I wonder. It's like he defeated somebody and
For a
Great.
powerful foe.
yeah, quite a powerful foe indeed. All right, and then Serpenko will turn his attentions towards the two of you. Ah, do you have anything to report?
Yes, my lord. This morning our physician fell ill. Some sort of ill humor in her brain, I suppose.
You're saying the physician is ill?
Yes,
A dark irony.
quite. She requests not to see any visitors today, or treat any patients.
I shall see that she gets the rest she needs.
Thank you, my lord. We will be on our way then, to the Brass Baron's camp.
Yes. There is one thing I did want to mention, though.
Go on.
That man, the Gibbons merchant fellow. He...
Oh, you mean Gibbons Majlier?
Yes, Gibbons Majlier. I don't quite feel like he was being forthright with his reasonings for moving down here. It is not within our purview of this mission to look into these matters, but I would suggest possibly keeping an eye on him, just in case of any nefarious misdeeds, not directly against the church, but if he's trying to escape something from the Pale City, he might not be above board, so to speak, as a merchant himself.
Very well. I shall keep my eye upon him, or have the guards do it.
Thank you, my lord.
So then, you're off to see the Brass Baron's men, you said?
Yes.
Yes.
No kind of nod. Tread carefully. The last thing that we want is to anger the Brass Baron. We are in no position to resist him. But we cannot let what has happened go unchecked. I leave it in your capable hands.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh boy.
We're off to see the Baron, the wonderful Baron of Brass.
The wonderful Baron of Brass. Is and ever a brass there was.
Soft knock knock.
Because he's got a fuck ton of money. Go ahead.
Ginny will answer the door, chunkle in hand, ready to smite Micha'el. Oh. Puts it back on her foot. Yes, what is it?
Me and Miss Fiona are about to set out, and we are here to pick up the rations we requisitioned yesterday. I
Oh,
believe she spoke to Miss Coraline about that.
Miss Coraline, do we have rations for a young...
What? Yes! Here! Throws them at you.
Oh, good. Yep, here they are.
Thank you, Georgiana.
Be careful when going into town. Or Wherever? I imagine you're going into town.
We'll be traveling through there, yes.
Good recovery.
Yes.
Sorry, keep going.
Alright. Well, I'm back to work.
I think that elderly orc woman is definitely running Miss Georgie ragged in there. She seems very distraught.
Sleeps very well. No. I didn't get the lore.
No gossip for you.
Distraught.
No gossip for me. Such.
Yes, we can move together as a group.
Please,
later.
I'm so bored. Come back and say it in front of me. Ah!
I got to meet a legend today. I'm good.
Arrow doesn't want to talk to
Oh,
us, eh?
Inquisitor, good to see you. What the fuck, bro?
Hey, yo, Inquisitor, what's up, bro?
Hey, what up, my Inquisitor? Hey, yo.
Hey, what's up, compadre? Inquisitor, what's up, Papa Frita? ¿Cómo está, compadre?
Who we inquisiting today? Yeah, we getting them.
Wait.
Wait.
Waymaker.
Waymaker, no!
Waymaker. Oh, dale.
Alabante le culo, Waymaker.
Beep, bop, beep, beep, bop, bop, beep.
Okay, I'm assuming that crow was just in this tree, like always.
Yeah, always watching.
Alright.
Always watching.
And at lunchtime, I will tell Lope here. I'm gonna go check on Nova, make sure she's doing all right, and give her some food. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
And I'm bringing out food. I'm about to take some over to Nova.
Oh,
Oh, what?
I was gonna go do that, but
Oh, you'll save me a trip. Here. Gives to you.
takes it.
While you do that, I'm going to do a quick perimeter check while you go do that.
I'm going
No,
to do
you
a
have to
quick.
Stay here.
Quick.
If one of us leaves, the other one has to stay.
That made me
That's-
laugh.
That's the rules.
Oh, okay. I
I'll be
shall
back
stay
in 30
put.
minutes.
Okay.
It take you that long to walk all the way over there?
Doesn't answer, just leaves.
Well, you must be a slow. Levante la culo, puto. It does not take you that long to walk all the way over there.
And
stand-
talk, and
What do you mean?
back.
It's like a 10-minute walk. Are you crazy?
Hold on, how
That's
many
like
feet
10
is
minutes.
that? It's only like 300 feet. That's only like a couple rounds.
Alrighty then.
Oh, Twilight Mouse could make that in like, what? Less than a minute?
Well, excuse me for not having mobility.
Ha! Slow!
Ha! Slow, you're slow. Kill him.
The slow emo, Jesus.
Ow.
Slow-mo.
Murder him. It is the only way. Crush him into nothingness. One moment, please. Loading the map. I gotta make sure this map is loaded. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. Bum, bum, bum,
Banana.
Bum.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum. And if
And then
you
it-
don't, I'll kill all your friends. Bum, bum, bum. Wait, I don't think that's how the song goes. Mr. Sandman, free me from this tree.
Your torturing shall never end.
Mr. Sandman, I am trapped within an endless hellscape. Okay, and enough. Enough fun. We didn't come here to have fun.
Yeah, came here for serious business.
Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, I can't wait. My life's too great to wait. I wanna sail up. I'm in a sing-songy mood. Please forgive me. I think I'm delirious from the heat. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
Get a
The
drink.
first signs of heat stroke, singing.
Essy just told me her fan died. Now she's hot, and I'm over here sitting next to my fan, like, boy, that sure is rough, buddy.
One of the signs of heat exhaustion, delirium. It's setting in.
All right, let's get you guys transferred. Alrighty then. Let me know when you guys are loaded.
99.
99.
99.
Oh, and I'm finally traveling with someone that can match my pace, so I don't have to slow down.
Yeah? How fast do you go?
35.
Oh, cool.
Bro, same. Whoa.
Like, wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness, the wind.
Yeah.
You guys like that? You like that wind?
It's a lot of wind.
Yeah, isn't it wind cool?
Yeah. We get 5 more miles per hour of wind versus everyone else. Oh, I'm in.
99 problems, but a loading map ain't one.
Yeah, I'm into.
Here we go. Here we go. Drop the bass. Drop the bass. Drop the bass. Now give me a kiss. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so
Nice.
damn it.
These are some thick horses, man.
Horses are thick.
Ah, this one brings me back.
Yep.
Knocks at the door. It's open!
I do believe this is rather more than I expected for just a simple camp.
I'm ready whenever you guys are ready to approach. Go ahead and
Ready.
do some talk if you wanted to. On your way there. Any in-transit roleplay?
Yes. As they were traveling, and as they get out of the cityscape, Mythos will just stroll alongside her and say, "Is something about what happened with Miss Nova upsetting you, Miss Fiona? You seem quite perturbed ever since this morning."
I wouldn't say it's particularly anything that happened with Nova, no. It's just everything piling up all at once is rather a lot to handle.
What do you mean?
Well, the package this morning was not all good news. In fact, most of it was rather complicated and annoying. And, of course, Miss Nova falling ill. That's always rough to handle. It does seem that everyone else is having a hard time acclimating, as it were. We seem to be struggling to settle in to our new positions, I suppose.
Yes, it might be hard for some of them to become accustomed to something like this. That is true. I also have noticed a strange coincidence in unfortunate mails we've been receiving lately, I guess, so I guess multiple of those things stacking on top of each other could be quite perturbing, especially since I'm assuming you have to deal with the brunt of it, being the canal.
Yes.
Well, if there's anything specific you need my help with, or anything you need me to do, just let me know. I'll do what I can to at least lift some of that burden for you. We are a team, after all.
She ponders for a moment. That's actually rather a nice offer. What do you think of me, Michael?
Well, personally, I mean, I think you're
Uh-oh.
a good captain. You're quite capable. You are strict and firm, but not overbearing. I mean, even with someone like Mr. Lope, who's a little more rough around the edges, you don't seem to lose your cool when he's... How can I phrase this politely? Being himself, I guess. You've taught me quite a lot in your short time here, and I greatly appreciate that. And I just hope that I can give back to the rest of the group for everything that I've been able to learn alongside them for this whole thing.
Perhaps. Thank you. She changes tracks and doesn't finish that thought.
You're welcome. I believe I can see the encampment in the distance, though.
Yes, it does look rather sizable.
I guess he sent a sizable troop down here, then, for as big as that is.
Larger
think
than
we
I
should-
expected.
Get into the tree line before we approach, or should we stay on the road?
Oh, just stay on the road. We do have a reputation to uphold, after all.
Very well. Then let us approach casually. I'm on the wrong tool.
As the two of you start to approach, you will hear the sound of bustle and tussle, the sound of, pretty much of men training and things like that. A serious rows of palisades have been set up. This is no mere temporary camp. This is a far more permanent of an establishment than you originally had believed. There's even watchtowers built, hastily, although, built up and over the wall with an intention to hold. At this time, you can see that one of the gentlemen of the Brass Baron is currently blocking the entrance, and you can see these two individuals being prevented entrance. There seems to be some soft arguing going on as you approach. You will see this individual. And you will see this individual.
I'm going to stop a respectful distance away.
Alright, and at this point, you will see that this individual will throw his hands up and begin to walk away. Along with this one. He'll give you a curious look. Alright, make me religion checks, you two.
She's not going to look in his eyes.
Damn.
Wow.
Alright, Farryn, you recognize these two. One of which, without a doubt, is a practitioner. One of the allied sects and factions towards Mytharia's church. They are a throng of specialist scientists that are headquartered in the Razor Cliffs, meaning that this man or woman is clear across the continent, away from his home of training. And next to him is one of the Lightborn, adventurers gifted with the grace of Mytharia that go about seeking to help the common populace. The practitioner will look towards you, and then will give you a nod. Fear not, madam. There is no sickness here. Just pompous idiots that will not listen to reason.
Oh my.
Farryn will just nod silently.
I'll just walk past you guys. Alright, well, there goes that side quest. Alright, keep going. Halt! Who goes there by the order of the Brass Baron?
Good day. It is I, Fiona Ironhall, from Lord Punko's manor.
Punko, huh? I think I was told something to be expecting. Wait, we already sent. Did something happen to our messengers?
Captain Dufresne was received in court a few days ago.
Ah, very good. Well,
We were sent to make sure that you were settling in all right, that you have everything you need.
oh, a social call. I see.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the good captain is quite busy.
I see. So we cannot see him today.
Well, I mean, fine, I'll fucking ask. I'll just kind of call up. Oi! Tell the captain someone's here to see him. What's your name?
Fiona Ironhall.
It's Fiona Ironshaw.
And Michael Smith.
He doesn't even call your name.
Okay.
If it helps, you could say I'm the courtier to the manor.
He's already gone. It's too late.
Very well, then.
Where did I... Oh, here he is. Come here. Where are you? Alright, so as this guy's just kind of standing out, he just starts picking his beard. Give me some martial checks. As you approach, you will see that the... Or, excuse me, not as you approach. The brass gendarme is a soldier in... He just isn't a very good one. His lapels are off, his tabard's improperly aligned, pieces of his armor are missing, probably not put on. The only thing that seems to really be upkept is his weapon, leading you to believe this is probably more of a brigand or brute or bully than an actual soldier. That and the very unprofessional way that he just starts pointing his hand in his pants and scratching his balls. I don't know if you guys have ever had somebody do that in front of you, just out there in front of God and man and everyone else. It's crazy, dude. That's how people do that. Like they just shove their hand down their pants, give the balls a scratch.
Fiona
go to shake your
tries
hand.
to keep her eyebrows in check so that they don't climb straight off her forehead.
The old scratch and sniff. Alright. As he's sitting there, just hand down his pants, picking at his beard, he will immediately hear a voice. Corporal Groon! He will immediately stand at attention with his hand in his pants. So, this is what I have come to expect of you, with the post that you requested? Oh, sir! Sorry, sir! And he'll pull his hand out of his pants and then salute with that hand. 10 lashes. Report to the quartermaster. Oh, yes, sir. My apologies. Normally, our ship is far cleaner. But I do with what I can with the recruits that I am given. Captain Dufresne, I believe that we have met one another already, yes? Within the courtier?
Yes, yes, we have.
Very good. Come. You are representatives of our friend Punko. There's no reason for you to be outside. Alright, give me some martial checks as you walk in here. Alright, as you kind of walk forward, you can see that Captain Dufresne is more or less kind of leading you through a very... The encampment's well kept, but for what you notice from your martial checks, it is far well manned. Or, excuse me, far more manned than you had expected. You can see several soldiers. Enough that it would alarm you. You don't know how many of them that there are, but there is more than this encampment would normally require. You can also see that there are tents inside of the encampment walls, which no doubt is crowded, and there's only one reason that they would camp inside the walls, or there's only a few reasons they would do that. One, they expect to be attacked soon, or two, they're attempting to hide their numbers. And eventually, he will lead you into his office. Which I'll just move you guys there. Damn it. I was doing it too.
I was just...
And he'll take a seat. Ugh. That's better. And you can see that he is in the middle of reading a letter here on the table that is kind of sitting in a way that you could kind of read it if you want to make a quick perception check to see if you can just kind of read the top of it. You will also see that there is a pack that is heavily laden. You can see that the top of the letter says, "Dear Father, I am soon to be married. I hope this letter finds you well." And then it kind of goes on and on and on. Captain Dufresne takes a seat in the chair, and then he will kind of place his hands on the table in front of him and say, "Now, what can I help you with?"
We were sent by our lord to just check on you. We knew you were camping outside of town and wanted to make sure that you had everything you needed to settle in properly. If you needed something from town, we were here to give you instructions on where to find it, or perhaps who to do trade with while you're staying with us.
I see. I believe that we're in a position where such a thing is not problematic, but I fail to see why such a concern would be sent from Lord Panko.
He did not wish you to think any ill will after, not entirely granting your request in court the other day.
It is of little concourse. After all, few things could truly damper my mood. I've only just returned, you see. Work, as usual, rears its ugly head, but my heart is full of joy. My son has recently married, you see.
Oh, congratulations.
What wonderful news.
Indeed. I've just been sitting here trying to think of an inheritance. He'll pick up the letter again. He'll start to reread it a little bit more, and then he'll put it away. In either case, my personal issues aside, I don't see how, if we've given any recourse to require such an inquisitive notion, I can assure you that our supplies are well taken care of, and although I might not have been given what we had hoped for, all is well.
Well, I am quite glad to hear it. It was, I admit, a new initiative on my part. I'm trying to improve relations as they come through our court.
I see. Well, I don't mean to be dismissive. I really don't. It's just, recently there has been a lot of turmoil in the Three Kings. And I wonder how far that chaos has had its grip go towards, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Lord Panko is, of course, thanked for any attempt to provide aid or welfare.
I shall pass along your gratitude.
Hold on. He's going to make an insight check here. Oh my fuck. Chat, this is after the wedding. Like, he just got back. God damn. Sorry, they're freaking out. They're like, "What's this is in your past? It would have taken him 4 months." Yes, it would have. Yes, guess what? Dark Sermon is further ahead than Brass Tacks was. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
They kind of died a couple of times, so we gotta catch up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
like, the timeline's ruined. It's like, no, it's not.
The timeline is what he makes it.
Anyway, make an insight check.
Yes, you were rolling insight.
Sorry, I had to correct chat room.
They're always wrong, Arcadum, even when they're right.
I know.
Billy is always wrong.
Well,
Oh,
he has no
He's still-
idea why you're here, and he completely believes that this is the reason why you're here and has no reason to suspect otherwise, so he will say, well then, I'm glad that we could come to an arrangement. I do have a question whilst you were here. I was wondering. We have been getting some reports, and I did not wish to speak with this to his lordship in open court, but a letter also seemed too risky. That you are trusted courtiers that he has seen fit to send into an allied faction's encampment, I seem it only prudent to ask you this question.
I will answer as I can.
He will nod, and then he will think on his question before asking. Tell me, what do you know of the Barrow King?
Sorry, I'm writing physical notes. Give me
Go,
just
take
a
your
second.
time. Take your time. Oh, whoops. I forgot to put the music on. Sorry.
Oh, there's music.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
brass,
can hear the crackling of the fire.
brass Baron's music.
Oh, that.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
Brass Baron's theme I
It's
use.
good. I love it.
It's from Lost Odyssey.
Just as a quick question, general history, what is known as the Barrow King was like an ancient ruler or king of the Out of Five region, right?
So the Barrow King, what is known to common knowledge, is like the boogeyman. Like generally those from the Pale City or those that follow the propagandized state of information from Etheria, it is local folklore, a boogeyman. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that, undead were literally rising and, gearing up to attack, many would think that he's just that, a child's fairy tale. However, because you are members of the church and are the Inquisition, you would have access to some knowledge of it. The Barrow King is an ancient king of Aldafife and the East that has risen up through forbidden magics, defied death, and become a monstrosity that seeks to upset the balance in the Pale City and life in general. You know pretty much the terror-mongering of it.
Okay.
Did you want to answer then, Shadow?
Yeah. Michael will take a few moments to ponder and just say, well, according to history, isn't the Barrow King the ancient or old king of these lands?
Yes. I'm aware of what the old tales speak of, but I was hoping for something more practical. The reason I ask is because we have received reports of his undead risen in the area. Nothing has openly attacked, but we've heard disturbing rumors. I was hoping that I might be able to call upon those within the actual Dark Lake at a high position to have told me what they have seen. I ask only to be well informed for my future actions here, and the hope that we might share information. For Dark Lake is within the Barrow King's domain. Would you not agree?
Yes, and it is quite concerning if these stories of undead walking the lands is true. Personally, I haven't come across anything like that. The most dealt with within the town is leeches and other things in the lake itself. So I'm not quite sure about the current state of this Barrow King and whatever it is he has roaming the deeper forests, I assume. What about you, Miss Fiona? Have you experienced anything strange beyond what's normal in the city itself?
Not personally, no. I've only heard the old wives' tales.
The captain will nod. Well, I had hoped that perhaps you had heard something to affirm these rumors, but it seems that they are just rumors. Make no mistake, we are allied to his lordship and to Darklake. There's nothing to be afeared.
Very good, then.
Thank you.
I can see you're quite a busy man. It's been very generous
1
of
week
you
since
to
you looked
host
at me.
us.
Sorry. Continue. Say it again, my tism activate.
It's been very generous of you to host us.
You will give a nod. And I apologize once again for the corporal's behavior. He shall be reprimanded. And then, as if by cue, over the course of your conversation, you hear a cry from outside. Gah! Gah! And he will just continue. I suppose there is one more bit of business that whilst you're here we might as well discuss. I have recently come into contact with a small mercenary company. They operate outside of Flanderton. They call themselves the Black Bark Mercenary Company. They have recently contacted me in the hopes of expansion, recruiting those individuals from the various local townships to try and increase their own power. I warn you of this, for one of their recruiters has made their way into Darklake. No doubt the rabble-rouser will be able to attract some semblance of those that seek to better themselves, but I fear that such an embetterment shall lead to only more chaos, as Flanderton is not properly ruled by any manner of monarch or council, but rather by the old families and by the blade itself. It is a hive of scum and villainy, Flanderton, and I would hate to see any of its riffraff denote or detract from the pristine reputation of those in Dark Lake.
That is most disturbing.
Yes, we will see to it that the Lord is informed of this when we return.
We will certainly keep a sharp ear out.
Alright, he will give a nod.
Ah! Because she's an elf!
Uh-huh.
Haha, a sharp ear.
I'm putting you in the closet.
But it was so good.
Alright, well anyway, the captain will nod. Thank you for your time, and please, assure his lordship that we are perfectly fine, and that if he ever need anything from us, they can call on us, and that if we ever need anything, we shall send word.
Very good, then. Have a
For your
pleasant
time.
day.
And if something should come up, do know that the Lord would be amenable if you did need to seek help with anything. I know you might not need it now, but if the time does come, please feel free to reach out.
He literally just said that.
Yeah.
He'll nod awkwardly.
Put on the hat, Mythos. Put on the hat.
Yes.
To the hat chambers with them! God, I'm sorry guys, it's so hot in my fucking apartment. I'm gonna die. This is so bad.
20 more minutes, my lord.
It is both hot and stormy. I'm getting hit with the ass end of that storm, by the way.
It hasn't hit us, strangely enough.
It
I've
hasn't?
been looking out the window waiting for it.
Yeah, it's just been
Maybe we're just getting
obnoxiously
edged over
windy.
here.
Just
Anyway,
dead. We're edging.
Storm edged?
Back in the closet.
is that Storm Edge? Everyone clap for Storm Edge.
Yay, clap, clap,
Clip, 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 clip.
Alright.
Well, I suppose we shall take our leave then, Michael?
Yes. We shall. Wink. No, I'm just kidding.
It'd be a real shame if you went back and murdered him.
I love it when you're playing intrusive thoughts.
Hey, look.
The intrusive cape.
As we're walking our way out of the encampment, can I roll to see if anyone has particularly a Thorne tabard?
Oh! Ooh, as you can.
Yay.
What do your elf eyes see?
And I just want to look around the walls to see if there's any other entry points other than just here. Not strictly like a door, but maybe other places where like it's close to a tree that you could jump over or something like that.
Isn't Jack of all trades nice?
Yes.
Okay. You do not see that. But you do see that... Oh, well, first of all, you see this guy just in the middle of the encampment getting whipped. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But on the other side, you can see through the window here, on the inside, that there are some supplies. Most doubt this is where the quarterhouse is. Or where the... what would be called that? What would that be called? The armory. Yeah, the armory. The armory's over here, and you will see
the room.
And you will see through the window that there are stacks of tabards in here. Perhaps a closer look.
Fiona doesn't want to risk anything. She doesn't want to ruin the reputation of the Lord, you know, or give suspicion. So she'll keep walking towards the entrance.
And Mythos was just looking for an alternate path in case we have to do night espionage. Do some parkour or jump on that tree.
Yeah, you can climb. You can climb over all these walls. They're palisades. They're pretty easy to climb. I mean, well, they're hard to climb because it takes time, not because it's not difficult to do so.
But both of you are ninjas.
That's
so
true.
It's easier for you.
Yes.
You are fucking ninjas.
Do we have to roll again, or can we also get like a rough estimate of how many additional men are stuffed in this
encampment? The encampment is at about 300% capacity, which is
300%.
Yeah, that's incredible. And
how much does it normally hold?
So man, that's some efficient folding.
So the encampment itself, here I'll give you a little bit of a zoom out here. So normally this encampment would only hold about 20 men on rotation, right? Maybe 30. This has over about 100. It's a lot.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah. And they are keeping the tents inside, and there are tents outside, but they are hidden. They are hiding their strength.
This is good information.
It is. But it's also disturbing.
It'd be a real shame if there was a forest fire that just happened to start up.
My goodness.
If only we had an ash-skinned orc.
I love intrusive thoughts, Gideon.
You can prevent forest fires.
Right, you see these two are still standing outside trying to figure out what to do next. But practitioner, surely they would listen to reason. We've already tried to use reason. Just because somebody has stolen from them, they do not wish to trade their extra stocks. You heard the man, clear as day, closed out, and yet I find it highly greetings.
Good day.
Hello again.
The other one will nod and kind of give you a little wave. So, I see you were given entrance. I would be lying if I did not say that I was envious. I was wondering if I might, perchance, take a moment to discuss a few things with you. Purely out of academic interest, of course. By the way, do I sound like I'm wearing a mask?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Good. I'm using a cup.
yes.
Amazing technique.
I'm using a bottle, my lord.
A
Good
red
job,
solo
my
cup.
lord.
I suppose we have some time, although if it is a request, perhaps it would be better suited to be brought in front of my lord at court.
Yes, that would be the bureaucratic way about doing things, but if I'm going to be quite honest, I've had about all I could take of all this extenuous politicking. So I shall ask you a very base question. Did you see anything that would denote that they are flush or deterrent of any herbal or alchemical supplies? Oh, where are my manners? I'm so sorry. I am Practitioner Boron of her Great and Light and Ladies Church. And this is my dear friend, Lightborn Toro. Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. I am Miss Fiona Ironhall.
And I am Michael Smith, one of the bookkeepers of Lord Panko.
Ah, yes, the local lord of, I believe, Darklake it is. I shall keep my requests at a minimum, then. Did you happen to see anything in the quartermaster's armory on your way out? I promise you I'm not a spy. I'm here upon her lady's light. Alright, you guys need to make me, in case it hasn't been obvious, some insight rolls and some, I'm going to say history rolls.
Alright. So, insight on him, and then history for me. Oh. Wait, is this a basic history check?
It's basic, yeah.
Oh. Because I have the focus.
Okay.
Better.
So, it's actually really weird that he's here. Because the Pale City and the Brass Baron are technically at war. Technically. Now, open warfare hasn't started across the board, but there has been a level of... It's more of a Cold War, I guess. They are not allied.
What? Okay.
It's how would I explain this? Saying at war might be too harsh. It is the Brass Baron and the Church of Mytheria do not share a defensive pact nor a military alliance. So that means that there is a neutral, non-friendly, martially powerful entity that is being approached by another one. So the reason why it's odd is to why these two are here without any sort of contingent or backup. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They're far from home and by themselves, and talking to someone who's not necessarily on the up and up.
They're not here by any official capacity that you can see, because they have no heraldry, they have no marks, but you know what they are. And to do so to a encampment that is, let's just say that's enough for you to be suspicious. I'm trying not to reveal too much of things that you wouldn't know, but the idea behind it is that the Church of Mytheria and the Brass Baron are not allies. That doesn't mean they're enemies, but they're not allies, right? So, and they also have opposing ideologies.
Mythos will ponder. Did we see any alchemical stuff in the thing, or was it just the
You
tattoos?
you didn't really explore the armor. You just kind of saw something through a window.
Yeah.
So you don't know for sure.
After pondering for a brief moment, curious about the situation, but not seeing any harm since he doesn't have direct information, he'll just... I don't believe I've seen anything of that state. Mostly just the encampment itself, and what small bit I did see in the armory just seemed to be armaments and tabards and such before we made our way out.
We merely glanced through the window on our way by. We weren't given a tour.
Oh, very well. Thank you for answering my question. Torl, it seems that we will have to find someone higher up that will speak to us. Torl will nod, but does not look very confident. The practitioner will give you a bow as the two of them continue on their strange quest.
I wonder what they were doing down here.
Yes, odd. But you see what I mean about how things pile up one on top of another and then it just gets complicated.
Yes. We were sent here for, obviously, our reasons, and with the individual who came before Captain Dufresne, referencing the Inquisitor, but he doesn't say that, and these fellows being here, it is quite strange that so many more pieces seem to be moving around down here. And this one in a less official capacity.
Hmm.
That's something, I guess, to add to the report for Lord Lemoon.
Yes, and what a report it'll be. I suppose we should get home rather quickly.
Alrighty. Off
Well,
we
I
go
was
then.
gonna say, do you want to
Mm.
head back now, or would you like to stake out the place?
Mm.
We did get some good information, so there is something to bring back to the Lord, but if there is anything you'd like to do once dark sets...
She'll get a little further down the road, hopefully away from like where her voice would carry through the trees.
You're safe.
To anyone.
Go ahead.
Cool. Not right now. Not if Lord Ponko asks it. I don't want to put everything at risk for nothing. We did receive quite a fair bit of information just by simply questioning, and visiting.
But you could get
We did.
more.
And besides, I believe I already have plans for this evening.
Very well. I just figured I'd ask.
Of course, it never hurts to ask. And perhaps some other day. We'll see what the Lord says.
Very well. Then we shall report back to Lord Lemoon.
So be it. And so you return to the estate. Doodly 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 doodly. Okay. Your day of travel has taken quite some time, and so the sun once again begins to set. Let's go up here. As night begins to settle and the sun begins to set, Airline Color will look over to Georgie. You've done a fine job, girl. That'll do for now. Go on home.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much stuff. Oh, it's time for my shift. You can go home now.
Thank you. Gracias. Blue skin.
Oh. De nada. You'll be home.
Gracias. Gracias, abuelo. Bueno.
¿Eh?
Buenas noches, abuelo. Hasta mañana.
Buenos nachos.
¿Qué?
¿Eh?
Are you hungry? You know what? Doesn't matter.
Caroline. Nachos, por favor.
Am I walking under the bird while walking right here?
Nope, you don't see where the bird is. It's right there!
Ah! Ah!
I need a
Ah!
token for this bird. Just one bird staring directly at the camera.
Dun, 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 dun. Low pay beans.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see anybody around our area?
Sure.
I don't see shit.
Nothing.
No. I see light and trees. That's all I see.
We are all gathered in front of the locked door.
Did everyone forget the key?
The key to this
Well.
door, yes, but I'm able
I'll,
to get in from the back and unlock
You
it.
guys gonna
if
just
need be.
knock on the door? She-
I'll kick
knock.
it. I'll kick it down.
oh,
No,
No, knock.
Wait a minute.
Wait, no, you don't want me to kick it down yet, no?
just
Remember the knock.
Did they not have keys for it?
knocks
all right,
on the door.
Thorne. You hear
There it is.
people that don't have keys outside making a lot of noise.
All right, we will. We will
I-
push the empty bottle away, and we will try to
These
crawl out of
nachos
bed
are gonna get
safely.
cold.
Woof.
I will
Fall
give
to
her
the
1
floor.
minute before I kick down this door.
We make our way over, and we open it
Yeah. Zoop, 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 zoop.
as we are hanging onto the wall.
Hey, are you okay?
Lanternbridge squints,
Oh.
but it's behind us.
You're up, Miss Nova. I figured you'd be sleeping by now.
I was.
Oh,
Are you coming
okay?
in?
Yeah, I'll close the door.
Okay. I'm going.
Time for the
hand.
room of exposition.
I'll hand
Is
the
she-
captain
Nova.
a plate of nachos as she passes through the door.
Is she
It's
deaf
not
now
time
too?
yet.
I'd asked her if she was okay, she
nachos?
ignored me.
we have things. to
Plate
discuss,
of
Miss Nova.
nachos.
Gracias.
Okay.
You will be able to get back to your rest once our meeting finishes.
And plate of nachos.
Oh,
Mm,
thank you, Miss Georgie.
And
Oh,
we'll hold out a
excuse
plate of
me.
nachos. Should just kind of set it over here.
We'll
You need to
lean
eat.
forehead on the table.
You need to eat something. Imbibing in alcohol without food is quite dangerous.
I don't recall hiring physician you.
What?
Oh. Just go.
Are you drunk, Thorne?
Oh, it definitely smells like it. Smells like blood and alcohol.
Dios mío. Somebody have any water?
I'll go get some.
I will bite off your ear.
You're worthless while
sorry.
you're drunk.
I'm sorry, I'm watching Fiona perform heresy right now.
I see
Shakes
nothing.
Dairy.
Shakes head.
So, we've all seen how Nova spent her day. How was everyone else's?
No issue. On my end, we just had the one guy come, glass merchant, which you saw him as well, and that was it.
Yes, Michael noticed something about him. He was simply asking for permission to sell his wares here in Dark Lake.
Yes. He seemed to not be fully truthful with the Lord. He seemed nervous or scared of something, but he did say he was coming from the Pale City down here, so there's many things I could think of that someone in his trade could possibly be involved in that might catch the ire of those within the Pale City. Whether or not he's actually done it and is on the run, or is just preemptively getting out of the way before things get dicey is unknown, but I told the Lord to keep an eye on him to make sure that he doesn't do anything shady within the Lord's domain.
He did look familiar. but I can't place his face.
Yeah, same. I feel like I've seen his face before, but I don't know. He did have a very interesting looking knife on him. It was not a run-of-the-mill knife. And
Did
he
it
said
seem important to our mission, or was it just a merchant?
No, I don't think it's important to our mission. I think it's just a merchant who's probably had some dealings more than meets the eye. But that's all I can tell.
Yes, not really pertinent to the mission, but once we conclude things, it would be something to keep an eye on in case he is wanted by the Pale City. But we are not to indulge ourselves in those affairs while on the mission itself.
We're getting nowhere.
Well, not entirely
Yep.
nowhere. We're gathering much information, just none of it seems to coincide yet.
Oh, good.
Also, it has only been 3 days. These things do take time.
We are to be here for several months, so
We
no
don't
rush.
have forever.
Well, we journeyed today to see the Brass Baron's encampment, and it was surprising. Larger than expected, rather well kept, excessively well manned, although they seem to be hiding their numbers from the general populace, whether to avoid attacks. He did mention knowing some rumors about the Barrow King and risen in the area, but nothing more than the usual hearsay. Or if they're just keeping it under wraps and gathering a force down here. Unsure. But only their weapons seem to be in good repair. The armor, their clothes, and their manners are sorely lacking.
I would explain how the Brass Baron seems to maintain such large numbers of troops.
Are they
If
all
they're
orcs?
just ruffians.
No, but I do suspect that they are hiring mercenaries. Captain Dufresne also warned of another group of mercenaries, perhaps coming to cause trouble from Flanderton, called the Black Box.
Oh, there's a dock worker that talked about the black barks, and they're trading something toxic in the water here. It pops out the veins and steals strength, and I can't afford oranges.
See, some is starting to coincide already. Thank you for mentioning that.
She gives a thumbs up from face down on the table.
I have a feeling about the potential lepers, the strangers in town that were masked and robed. I would like to try and look into that, but I would not like to go alone.
Well,
Nova, can I take Nova? She has medical knowledge. Maybe, I don't know. If there's anything to be gained there, whether we can actually help them or not.
quick
This
question
may be-
about leprosy.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like,
Is
can
that
you
is that a
explain
contagious
leprosy?
thing? Is that something
and
like if you touch them,
what-
are you gonna start losing stuff?
All right, you guys are talking over each other. Are you asking out of character or in character right now?
Out of character, what is?
What do we know?
Explain the leprosy and what can be. What
Do you
needs
guys
we
know what
have.
leprosy is in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like
It's
you
the
lose
same.
limbs or something.
It's the same.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll look it up.
It's a highly contagious skin disease that causes deterioration in the muscles. The skin can cause limbs to fall off and fail, cartilage to fail. It's very bad.
Wear gloves.
I just
Oh dear. Okay, and then
Yeah, there's a reason
in-
why lepers are avoided. Like people
Okay.
don't go anywhere near them.
On that note, Michael say, if what they are suffering is that, I don't think it'd be wise. As medically trained as she is, she can't use her eyes to perceive things, and that kind of sickness could transfer to her if she attempted to glean anything from them.
This may just be my shield training acting up. If maybe, I don't know, maybe if I took one of the boys with me or something. I just figured if Nova has the medical expertise she does, maybe a scent, maybe something would give it away. I don't know. Part of me wants to help them. And
Do we have the means to help them? Let me think.
No, but
then this sounds like a moot point.
no, Taro. There's an unfortunate side effect to being the dredges of society. You get to listen in on a lot of the happenings that happen in town without people looking your way. They might know something. It might be a source of information that's untapped.
If Miss Fiona would be amenable, I could go with you to check on these things. I think it'd be safer that way to minimize risk of infection.
And then we could also visit the doctor, and get more information on him and what he knows. Maybe we'll see him first. I don't know. That seems like I'm just trying to find a way to gather as much information as quickly and as non-threateningly as possible. Without sneaking into camps or anything like that. Just talking to the people in town. We're supposed to be getting involved with them, right? We're supposed to be figuring out what the whole solstice parties and all that is. It'd be good to, I don't know, gather some clout with the populace, I suppose.
If you want me to go, then I will, but I don't think I could be of much help given what you have described.
That's fair.
If you would just like to go out on the town to meet people, I think you and Miss Nova would be fine. My concern is just with the lepers and her condition.
Well,
that is something very dangerous, and even with her medical knowledge, if it wrought her with sickness, then
that would be unfortunate. You're right, I didn't think about it. I keep forgetting that she's blind. She just seems so capable most of the time otherwise. I would... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of which, Nova, how are your eyes? They were kind of glowing during that event this morning.
Oh, if you want to take a look. I don't know, I've been resting, and she'll take off her blindfold and face towards Fiona, open up. Well,
And as you do that,
no.
that's where I'll stop us this session.
Oh no!
I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I didn't realize.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my god.
Extension mode!
Oh my god.
Have evolved to the main.
Wait a minute.
Oh
Thank
no.
God she wasn't looking at me.
God,
Yeah, I was like, she's like, I opened them up. I was like, oh no, whoever looks at them, oh no.
oh man, we're gonna have to find out what happens next time.
No.
The Dark Servant. Good stuff.
Extension, my lord.
This is a really good session.
Let's see.
Oh, yes.
Once again, we end with Reevee.
I'm not intentionally trying to fuck things up. I just
Well, no, this one was on me because I asked. So.
It's all Cape's fault.
Mm-hmm.
What an excellent session.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, above board. I think Micha'el will be good to go because I have lay on hands and I have advantage to disease
Oh.
as a greenskin. I wanted to talk about it in character, but I didn't get a chance to.
Well,
I'm going to shoot that down because we're not
Unfortunately,
using magic.
no times today.
No magic, Micha'el. No magic.
But my lord, may we have fan art?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Something else to consider is we'll probably get days off. I mean, no one works 7 days a row.
We're
The
medieval
guard
peasants
does.
now, Farryn.
Yes.
Farryn, we're back in the dark
There's
ages.
no such thing as a 5-day work week.
Oh,
here.
the
Nobody-
9 to 5, working 9 to forever.
Nobody
Time
Essy
is
knows.
living.
Nobody
don't
Essy
even get
knows
Wednesday
works
off.
No,
every
you're
single day.
gonna get chances to do things.
Rest
Don't worry.
days.
All right. Oh, excellent KC fan art.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
the sweat dripping down. Oh no.
Chin. Look
Stop
at his
being
chin.
a
though.
whore.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you don't have a personal chef? Oh my god, dude. I don't know where this meme came from, but it's gonna stop real quick. Also, this one is
Understood, my lord.
awesome. This one is awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
This is amazing.
It's you! Despite everything, it's still
It's
you.
still you, Tellery.
Man.
He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, he's
An LP
he's experiencing the
Yeah, he's
smooth
got
draw
it. He's
of
got
LP
it.
Curio.
He's got
The
an
first
LP Curio.
recipient. The first recipient.
He's got
yes.
an LP Curio coffin nail right there. It is-
I got one from the original pack. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This next one's pretty sick right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Casey.
Look at his chin.
He has so much
Such a-
chin.
He's so
So
manly.
strong.
I will say though, for a halfling, he has very small feet. Feet need to be
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, he really does.
No, it's the perspective.
Alright, so
they're
this is,
they're
uh,
back. He's leaning.
So I get to explain a little bit of this here. So this is Wrath of Ignorance Tellery, and this is Laughing Mad Tellery. And I haven't told you anything yet because you're not going to get to know it in its specificity, but what you said and how well you rolled will have impact on which Tellery he becomes.
Ooh.
Did I do all right?
No,
I'm not going to answer that.
You'll find
You'll have
out,
to
Warrior.
Oh.
Because technically you don't fail or do well at that. It's just
Yeah, it's a determination of the future.
yeah. Your actions have consequences, and those may be good or bad. And why is this a thing? Stop. They don't know I have more unabridged Jack London's complete work-sized novels worth of papers of hidden information and intrigue than the entire U.S. State Department shoved in my tits right now. No saben kimo nombre, no es lope beans. They don't know
English
how much
speaker.
I don't know about how much they don't know, except for that one thing that they know, but I know. They don't know how wrong Tellery is or that I'm blind. Why am I immune? This is so fucking lame.
True.
Yes.
The jar.
no.
It's just the jar.
Oh, my boy. Oh.
Oh God, I was going
There's so
down.
much to learn. There's
There's so much to learn.
Oh God. Oh. Oh God.
Oh, oh, Mythos.
Eh.
Why have you done this?
All right, cool. I'm glad that's a thing.
Yay. Good.
Anyway, thanks for watching,
Let's go back
guys.
to Tellery.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for all the follows, all the subrenos, all that good stuff. You guys are the best. I'll see you
Bye-bye.
guys tomorrow for 3 big old spicy games, starting with Bound and Broken. See you guys then.
Hi, y'all.